Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel and become part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have been supporting the channel from the start until now. And of course, very appreciated the newcomers that will be part of it also. I'd like to mention that my threads are 100% cotton thread. They are from Portugal. I am in Europe. And there are 4 plies, similar thickness to Aunt Lydia number 3. My colors go by number and not by name. Okay. And for the most part, I use 2.75 hook, a small one, millimeter. Small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. I also like to mention I do have a crochet private group. If you're interested to join the beautiful queens there, you're more than welcome as long as you have a profile pic. And I have a crochet page on Facebook and also Instagram and TikTok. All of these links will be below in the description box. All you have to do is click on them. Of course, if you have not subscribed, click on that subscription. It's free, you know that, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's the only way we can continue to create these beautiful pieces for you guys. By keep growing the channel, of course, by YouTube recognizing the channel and circulating it. And I am so grateful and appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. For a lot of yous that question on my threads, I do ship them out. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams equivalent. 300 to 325 yards, okay? And minimum order by 6. It's the only way I can cover the shipping. I make nothing out of it, so I know you will be asking because I get a lot of questions on them. So here you go. Okay, so let's get started. Please don't forget to share the video or the channel in your Facebook public or your groups, your Facebook crochet groups, through your WhatsApp, your Instagram. It's the only way to keep going and circulating it. Okay, thank you. I send you much blessings. Okay, everyone, so we're going to create a round table centerpiece, and I'm going to be using these flowers and these stems to go with it. These are a thinner thread than my 4-ply. Okay, so basically, if you use Aunt Lydia number 3, you'll be using this, and then you can double number 10. Okay, and these are 10 millimeters, the gold ones, and these are 8. Okay, and what else? So the only difference is with the thread size. On this, I want it to be a little bit smaller than my 4-ply. Okay, so I'll be using creating the centerpiece in white. I will leave the link to these flowers. I do have the tutorials on them. The Poinsettia Flowers, Christmassy, right? We're around the corner. A lot of requests for Christmas doilies and centerpiece and so on. So let's get started. I'll be using 2.75 hook with my 4-ply white thread. So I'm going to start with the slip stitch knot, and I'm going to do 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming on the first chain, I'm going to close it in with slip stitch. Inside of this magic circle, I'm going to do a single and 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. I'm going to continue to fill it with double crochets, a total of 24 double crochets. This is row 1. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 2, I'm going to come back in that same stitch and do my single and 1 chain. I've stretched enough to give me the length of a double crochet. In the same stitch, I'm doing an increase. another double crochet, 2 chain, skipping 1 double crochet. You have to be careful because they're so close together. Going into the second one and doing my increase again, 2 double crochets on the same stitch, 2 chain, skip a stitch into the next one, increase on the same stitch, 2 together. We're going to do this all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've closed in on my second chain from where I went up the single 2 chain. I'm going to come back in that same stitch, stretch my thread a bit, single and 1 chain. On the first one, on the second one, I'm doing my increase, 2 together on the same stitch. This is row 3, and 2 chain in between the groups. So again, on the first one, double crochet, on the second, 2 in the same stitch. That's my increase. So we started with 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 2 chain space. We have 12 groups. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 4. Now row 4 is no different. We're going to continue to do the increase at the end of the last double crochet. So now we should have 4 double crochet group here. Chain 2. And again, 1, 2, and on the last one, 2 double crochets. Now I'm going to continue to do that until I have 6 double crochets. So next row, row 5, we should have 5, and row 6, we should have 6 double crochets. The difference is I'm going to use 3 chain space on the next row and the row after that in between the groups. I'll meet you at the end of row 6. Okay, everyone, so I've done row 6 going to row 7, and on row 6 I have 6 double crochet. So row 7 is going to change a bit. Single, 1 chain, or you can do your 3 chain however you used to. On my second double crochet, I'm doing my increase, 2 together, and then 2 double crochet, 1 per stitch, and then on the next one, 2 together, again my increase, and then 1 double crochet. So the first one, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, chain 3, repeating the same thing, 1 double crochet on the next one, increase, 2 in the same stitch, 1 per stitch, 1 double crochet, next stitch, 1 double crochet, and on the next one, 2 in the same stitch, and then 1 double crochet and chain 3. This is row 7. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 8. Row 8 will be only 1 increase on the last double crochet. So 1 per stitch. We should have 9 double crochets and 3 chain between them. So on your last one, increase. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Chain 3 and repeat again the 9 double crochets, 1 per stitch. And on the very last one, we're doing the increase. 2 on the same stitch and chain 3. Repeat the 9 double crochets. Okay, everyone, going into row 9. So row 9, we're going to start to decrease. So I've closed in with slip stitch, coming in the next double crochet with a single and 1 chain, 1 per stitch. Now we're not working the first double crochet nor the last. We should have 7 double crochets. From here on, we're decreasing until we have 3 double crochets left. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7, chain 3, come in the center of that 3 chain with double crochet, and we're increasing on here as we're going. Skip the first one and do your 7 double crochets. So the next row we should have 5 double crochets only, and the row after that 3 double crochets only, because we are not working on the first nor the last, and we'll be doing the next row once doing the 5 double crochets, chain 3 double crochet, chain 3 double crochet. So we're building these little blocks. Okay. So just continuing to do those 7 double crochets, not working the first nor the last double crochet. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, going into row 10. So we're still going to continue to decrease into the next double crochet, 1 per stitch. We should have 5 double crochets on this row, and on the next one we should have only 3. So not working the first nor the last, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, skip the first into the second, and continue on with the 5 double crochets. So you already know that the next row is only 3 double crochets, and we should have 4 little squares. So I'll meet you at the end of the next row, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So row 11. I'll meet you at the end of row 11. Okay, everyone. So finished row 11 with the 3 double crochets, and we have 4 little squares. Now this row 12 will be about doing only squares. So single in that middle and 2 chain, or your 3 chain, and then 1, 2, and 3 chain again. Coming in, double crochet, 3 chain, coming in. So all squares all the way around, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3 into the center, and double crochet. That's all we're going to do all the way around. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finished row 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Row 12, sorry. Going to row 13. Now row 13, we're going to fill in double crochets. The only difference is we're going to add 2 double crochet inside of the 3 chain space and 1 on top. 2 inside, 1 on top. Only here on the motifs, we're going to do our increase 2 together. So I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to go up, chain 3, and then come back in and do my increase. The only increase is on top of the motifs. And then 2 double crochet inside of the chain space and 1 per stitch. 2 inside of the chain space, 1 per stitch. It's going to be like that all the way around, except when we get here, we have an increase of 2 in the same stitch. So I've reached the end. So we have 2 inside of the chain stitch, 1 on top, 2 inside, 1 on top. On the motif, we have the increase 2 together on the same stitch. And then again, 2 inside of the chain stitch, 1 per stitch. 2 inside, 1 per stitch. And when we get to the motif, we do the increase again. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished row 13, going into row 14. One, 2, 3, into the next one. So we're going to be building groups of 5 double crochet, 1 per stitch. So 3, 4, and 5. Chain 2. Skip a stitch into the next one. Chain 2. Skip a stitch into the next one. And build the 5 double crochet groups again. This is how it's going to be all the way around the same way. So 5 double crochet, went up on that same stitch. We closed in with 3 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 2, skip a stitch, double crochet. Chain 2, skip a stitch, 5. Chain 2, skip a stitch, double crochet. Chain 2, skip a stitch, and create your 5 double crochets. So 2, 4, 5. Okay, that's how we're going to repeat all the way around the same way. Okay, everyone, finishing row 14. Chain 2, skip 1, and I'm on my last one. Slip stitch. Again, going up 1, 2, 3. So going into row 15, double crochet per stitch. 2 inside of the chain space, and again 1 double crochet per stitch. 2 inside of the chain space, and 1 double crochet per stitch. That's all we're going to do all the way around the same way. And then 2 inside of the chain stitch, 1 per stitch. 2 inside of the chain stitch, and then complete your 5 double crochets. 1 per stitch. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, closing out row 15. Now row 16 and 17 will be identical. All we're doing is double crochet over double crochet. There is no increase. So 1 per stitch. This is row 16, and 17 will be exactly the same thing. 1 double crochet over double crochet. I'll come back to you at the end of row 17, since it's just a repeat on row 17 of what we're doing now on this row 16. One per stitch. I'll meet you at the end of row 17. Okay, everyone, so finished row 17, went up with my 3 chains, coming back on that same one, doing my increase, 2 double crochet on the same stitch. So this is row 18. Now we're going to do 9 double crochets, 1 per stitch. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On my 10th, I'm doing the increase. For every 10th stitch, you do your increase, 2 together on the same stitch, and then you start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double crochets on the 10th increase, 2 on the same stitch. I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, going to row 19, I believe. Yeah, row 19. So row 19 is just going to be a row of double crochets, 1 per stitch. Now this one I did a single and 1 chain because I don't want it to have that mark all the way up the pattern, so time to time I alternate the beginning of the stitch. Okay, so this one is just 1 double crochet per stitch all the way around. And on the next row, we'll be doing an increase, 2 together, and then 10 double crochets alone. And then on the 11th, we'll have the increase. That's the next row. This row is only 1 per stitch. Row 19. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 20. Now, row 20, we're going to do the increase on the 11th double crochet. So single, I'm going to do 1 chain only, I don't want a big mark. Increase right here on the same one. So 2 together on that very first one. Makes it easier that way. And then you start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and on your 11th we're adding the increase 2 in the same stitch. Okay, so again you would start counting 1, 2, 3 until 10, and then on your 11th you're doing the increase 2 in the same stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished row 20, going into row 21. Now row 21 is just double crochet 1 per stitch. There is no increase. Row 22 will do the increase on the 12 double crochet. Okay, so coming back in this one, single, 1 chain, no increase, so just 1 double crochet per stitch all the way around the same way. And on row 22 here we did the increase on the 11th double crochet. The next one will be on the 12th double crochet. Okay, so 1 per stitch all the way around. Okay, everyone, going into row 22, so row 22 we'll be doing the increase on the 12th double crochet. So I'm going to start the increase here on the very first one and then start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and on the 12 we're doing the increase. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished row 22, going to row 23. So row 22 will be, let me just confirm. Yeah, row 23. So row 23 we're just doing double crochet over double crochet, no increase. And on row 24 on your 13th double crochet we're doing the increase. This one we did on the 12th, so on row 24 we'll do on the 13th. I'll come back to you at the end of row 24 because now this row 23 is just 1 per stitch. Row 24 increase on the 13th double crochet, 2 together on the same stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row 24. This is just a repeat, 1 per stitch. So basically that's what we've been doing. We've been doing 1 row just double crochets, next row increase, 1 row double crochets, next row increase, and that's what we're doing here. We're just doing double crochets, and row 24 on your 13th double crochet we'll do the increase, 2 together on the same stitch. So I'll meet you at the end of row 24. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 24, and on row 24, as I've mentioned, 2 together on the 13th stitch, so you do 12 alone, and then 2 together on the 13th stitch. Going to row 25. I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to do a single, and I'm stretching a bit my thread, and 1 chain. So that's my first double crochet. I'm going to build groups of 5 double crochet. So basically exactly how we did down here. We're going to repeat this row. So make sure I'm not off camera because I never look into the camera what I'm doing. Try to get you a little bit close up here. So 5 double crochets, 2 chain, skip a stitch, come into the next one with double crochet, 2 chain, skip a stitch into the next one, and create your groups again of double crochet. So this row 25 will be like this, and then row 26 will be double crochet over double crochet and 1 double crochet only inside of the 2 chain space, double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 1 per stitch. But I'll meet you there on row 26 just to make sure that you understood. Skip a stitch, double crochet, 2 chain, skip a stitch, create your group of 5 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished row 25, going into row 26. Whoops, just took mine down. So coming back in, doing my single, stretching that 1 chain, my first double crochet. So 1 double crochet per stitch, and then 1 double crochet on in the chain, the 2 chain, 1 per stitch again, 1 inside of the chain. So it's just now double crochet all the way around the same way. One inside. So there is no increase, we're just doing 1. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished row 26, going into row 27. Now row 27 is no different than what we've been doing. We're just going to do double crochet over double crochet. There is no increase. 1 per stitch. So just double crochet over double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 27 and I have closed in. I'm using sparkling red. It's a nylon, very bling bling, gorgeous, gorgeous color. I don't know if you can see it out on my lighting. It's not the best, but got the shine. But since it's a very thin nylon, I'm also using similar to almost Aunt Lydia number 10, a little bit thicker, not by much. So I'm using these 2 strands to get my row going. Now, so I've done the slip stitch knot. I'm just gonna start more or less where I have start all my rows, and it's gonna be okay because I'm gonna cover this after with flowers. So whatever lining I have here, it's gonna be covered once I do my gluing my flower in. Okay, so we're going, and I've left a little bit of string so I can tie it at the end because this nylon can slip. I'll see if I can manage to hide it, but I doubt it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, so the stitch right after when we start the chains going up, and we're going to be doing like X's. Give it a nice design to it. You can use whatever color you want, green or the gold. I was thinking of gold also, but I want it to be very Christmassy. So I'm going to start by the red. Okay, so we're going to turn 3 times on the hook. We'll have 4 loops on the hook coming in. I'm going to take out only 2 loops, rolling once again on my hook into the next one. Take out 2, okay, and into the third one, and take out 2. Now I'm going to take out 4 loops at once, okay? So that means those 3 and then 1 more on the hook. Now I'm going to do my double crochet, see if I can try to hide that. I'm going to come in where I have all those loops, and I'm going to do 2 more double crochet. So I have 2 done, and again coming back in where all those loops are, and doing another double crochet. Okay, now I'm going to come directly into the next stitch, again rolling 3, so I have 4 on my hook, doing half, coming into the next one, doing half, and into the next one, doing half again, taking out 4 loops, okay, then taking out my, doing a double crochet. Try to hide this a little bit more in there because I don't want it to come out. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the loops here and do 2 more double crochet. So 1, and 2. If you feel that it's tight, you can do a 1 chain space. 3 loops on my hooks, I have 4. Again, coming into the next one, doing half, into the next one, doing half, and into the next one, doing half. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 6 loops on my hook. I'm going to take out 4 and then do my double crochet, coming in those loops that I've closed them all out, and doing my 2 double crochet. Okay, so we're getting a little bit more of a close-up to make sure, again, rolling those 3 on the hook, so you have 4. Going to the next one, half, into the next one, half, into the next one, half. So we have 6 on the hook, take out 4, and then do your double crochet. Come inside of those loops. It's always harder when you're working with 2 or 3 threads, but I mean, we can do this, right? And then do again the 2 double crochets. Again, going through those loops. It happens that sometimes we lose the loops, right? And like I said, if you feel that you need to do 1 chain space, then you can go ahead. We don't want to pull on the pattern. So I've done 1 chain because I have a feeling since this is round, it might pull. And no, I'm not going to go back and do that 1 chain, not because the 3 X is done, that's going to change anything on the pattern. So 4 loops and then do your double crochet. It gets better too once you start getting the hang of it. Of course, it's difficult for me to be in front of the camera like this because it's so hard to see the stitches. And 1 chain. I think that's what I'll do because here I can tell it's pulling. Okay, so we're going to do this all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished doing row 28, going into row 29. Now row 29 is very simple. It's just double crochet over double crochet, 1 per stitch, and where we did that 1 chain space, we're also doing 1 double crochet. So coming in my double crochet where I have, or actually the single, the 1 chain. Oh my God, Maggie, get it together. Okay, so 1 chain between where we did that 1 chain space, and we're going to do 1, 2 chains. So my first double crochet, then coming in where I have the triple X's and doing 1 per stitch. So we have 3 triple X's. We'll be doing 1 per stitch into the next one. Trying to hide this little leftover thread. It always helps to don't have to deal with it at the end. Okay, then coming in again, double crochet, and then to the triple X's, there's 3, so we do 3 double crochets. Now this is like a nylon, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn a bit this way. I'm sure it's not going to come out, but you can dip a little bit of glue on yours just to make sure that nothing comes out of place. So I'm going to do this all the way around. This is a good size, even to put on top of a small little table, side table, you know, or a nice centerpiece for your kitchen table or dining room table, you know, nice decoration for Christmas. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 30. So I'm coming in with the red. You can pretty much start anywhere. I'm going to use the back loops only. 1, doing singles. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 singles. I'm going to skip 1, 2, and come on the 3rd and do double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain, and come back in the same one and do another double crochet. So I'm creating this little loop, again skipping 1, 2, coming on my 3rd, single, oops, back loops. I don't know what I was thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, skip 1, 2 into my third, double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come back in the same one and double crochet. So we're creating these little loops all the way around the same way. Now, I don't know if we need to make an adjustment at the end, but if we do, we'll make the adjustment. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I arrived at the end and I didn't need any adjustment. Okay, so I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to come into the second slip stitch with a single, and then next stitch single, and next one single. So we're skipping the first and we're skipping the last, and we should have 3 singles on there coming directly inside of that 7 chain with 12 double crochets. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm going to skip that first, coming into the second single with a single, next stitch single, and next stitch single. So I have 3 singles coming directly again and doing the 12 double crochets. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way, and I'll meet you at the end of my row. And this is row 31. Okay. Everyone, going into row 32, I'm going to use back loops only, and I'm going to skip the first 2 double crochet coming into the third and doing my double crochet. Now you can proceed however you want to do your double crochet, and 1 chain space in between the double crochets. So I'm going to come in to the next stitch, double crochet, and 1 chain. Again, back loops only, double crochet, and 1 chain. So I have 3, 4 double crochet, 1 chain into the back loop, 5, 1 chain, back loops, 6, 1 chain, back loop, 7. So 2, 4, not 7, 6, sorry. I don't know why I said 7. So skipping the first 2, going into the third, back loops, 1, 2, and 3. So I see where I went wrong. I missed one here. No issues, we'll just do it again. I found this strange to be only 6. So back loop, 1 chain, back loop, 1 chain, so I've landed on the third one just before the end. I have 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. That would make more sense because we have 12. So basically we're skipping 4. It should be 8, right? I'm going to come directly. Again, now if you feel that you need to do 1 chain space in between, you can. 1 chain, back loops, and do my 8 double crochets again. 1 per stitch. Two, 4, 6, 8, and then again come into the third double crochet, back loops. I like to grab both chains back here, not just one, so it doesn't pull on the pattern. Okay, so basically this is what it's going to look like. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've been working on this little edge. I wanted something completely different than what you're used to seeing or what I'm used to doing. And so I've been playing around with my edging a bit. I first did single. I said too simple. And for me, of course, but you can do singles, right? So I like challenging myself. And I have a bunch of these 8mm red. I think it just brings, boom, nice, delicious look to the pattern. So I'm going to add them on. And basically, I'm just going to wrap up this one here so you guys can see how to start it. Okay, so basically, like I said, you can do just singles all the way around if you like, or maybe on your fourth you can do like a 5 or 6 chain picot, you know, or picots all the way. But anyway, I'm going to do this because I think it just brings out everything else and it's different, and why not? So basically you'd start a single on your first space. I'm going to do a 2 chain because this is a 4-ply, but you can do a, how am I doing a 2 chain? No, 3 chain. I'm going to do the 3 chain. Sometimes people, I'm telling you, I'm having a very funny day. Okay, so, and single back in the same one. Again, single, 3 chain, single. But this is optional, people. I mean, you don't have to, you know. It's not like if you don't have the beads, you have to go out there and get beads. And but, I mean, if you want a nice little, not little, I mean, it's big enough centerpiece, then here we go. Luxurious, right? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. On my fourth one, single, 1 chain. Now I'm going to grab a smaller hook to go into that bead, obviously, and pulling that thread through that bead to the other side, and I'm going to secure it with slip stitch. Okay, so I've done the secure with slip stitch. I'm going to come back in to that same one. So basically on this, in place of the 3 chain, I'm putting that bead in. Single, coming into the next one again, single, chain 3. Very simple to do, and I think it just brings the pattern beautifully together. Single, 1, 2, and 3, and again, and the last one, the same thing. Single, 3 chain, 1, 2, 3. We'll just do that one more time. So we're going directly. Single, 3 chain, single, 3 chain. I think it's going to complement the flowers too, the Poinsettia Flowers. And single, 3 chain, single in the same chain space, single, 1 chain. Okay, and smaller hook, get your thread through it. Now I make sure I don't pull only one string, because then that's going to bust. Obviously with one smaller hook, it tends to do that, right? So we have to be careful. Okay, so I got that through finally. Just gonna bring this around, and I'm going to secure that with slip stitch, right? And then I'm going to come back into that same one, single. I mean, look how delicious that Christmassy looks. Okay, and then so you have those 3 chains on one side, and you have them the 3 on the other side. Those 3 chain loops on each space here. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Put it down so you guys can see it better. So we have 3 and 3, 3 and 3, 3 and 3, and we continue on the same way. Okay, like I said, people, this is optional. You don't have to put beads. I mean, you can do just the 3 chain and you're good to go. I hope I wasn't off camera, because sometimes I'm not paying attention what I'm doing here. I might have to be more careful with the camera. Okay, so single, 3 chain, single into the next one, 3 chain, single, back into the same one. So you have 2 singles on the same space. Okay, so we've done two loops already. This is the 3rd one, single. Now on your 4th, you do a single, 1 chain, maybe someday I'll find the hole. Okay, the day came, right? Just being funny, people. Okay, so secure that with a slip stitch. So once you've secured it with slip stitch, then you come back in and single into the next one, single, 3 chain. It's getting big and heavy. Into the next one, single, 3 chain, and single on the back on the same one, single, 3 chain, and back into the same one. And there you have it. I think it just brings out everything into a pattern for Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to finish it up, and I'm going to glue my flowers. Now, at this point, I don't know exactly if, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to use this big green one. I really think I should, right? My mind says one thing and then I come up with something else. I don't know why I do that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do both sides either. I like the one side thing because then I have the leaves and these things that can come out on both sides. But I'll figure it out and show you what I've done to it once I've completed. Okay, everyone. So I pretty much glued my flowers, my leaves, and my little stems. I think this is just Christmas all the way. Lifting up people's spirits, get some people busy creating these beautiful things, even if it's just for themselves, if they are just alone. Have fun with it and enjoy it. And I hope you guys like it. I've decided to do only one side, and then you can decorate, have enough space on the other side to decorate with vases, candles, whatever, baskets, you name it. So thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. Please don't forget to share the video. Sharing is caring, of course. And give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. God bless you, and thank you so much. Please let me know what you think of my newest creation and the, of course, the pearls, the beads at the end of the pattern. Thank you once again. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye-bye, everybody.